Hello, Mr. Martino here for your favorite teacher. Today we're going to take a look at indices. Indices include square roots, cube roots, and anything to do with powers. And we have certain laws that we can use with index laws to help us simplify those powers. So let's take a look at a generic example first that could be any numbers. First thing I want us to notice is that when we have two sets of powers that are multiplied, we actually add the powers. We do not multiply the powers. In this case, we have m and n, and they are added together. The second thing I want us to notice is that we must have the same number that we have powers of for this to actually work. And the result is the same number, in this case a, to the power m plus n. If this is a little complicated, let's take a look at an example. 5 to the power 4 times 5 to the power 3. Notice we have 5 and 5, which represents our a, and a gives us an answer of 5 to the power 7. 4 plus 3. So we can now see how it's related. Let's take a look at another example. 3 to the power 3, or 3 cubed, times 3 to the power 5 is equal to 3 to the power 8. We get 8 by saying 5 plus 3 is 8. Let's take a look at another law now. This is the second law that we have to take a look at, and this law is if we are dividing two numbers, the same type of scenario holds. It must be the same number above and below for our index laws to apply. In this case, if we have m as a power above and n as a power below, the actual answer must be a to the power m minus n. If we apply some examples to it, it might make it easier. So 4 to the power 7 divided by 4 to the power 2, or 4 squared, would be equal to 4 to the power 7 minus 2, which is 5. A second example, 6 to the power 9 divided by 6 to the power 8 gives us 6 to the power 1. 9 minus 8 is 1. But we don't write the 1, we just assume that the 1 is there. So we just write the answer as 6. We have a third law now. The third law handles if we have a number with a power, but it's in brackets, and we have a power on the outside of the brackets, applied to whatever you have inside. And in this instance, it's now a to the power, and the two powers multiplied by each other. In this case, we represent it by mn together, or m times n. Again, let's take a look at an example. If I have 5 to the power 4 in brackets, and then that is raised to the power 3, the actual answer is 5 to the power 12, because 4 times 3 is 12. Another example, 2 to the power 5 in brackets raised to the power 4 on the outside is the same as 2 to the power 5 times 4, which is 20. So just to recap, these are our first three index laws. Now that we've covered the method to simplify indices using our first three index laws, you can have a try at our online activities to check that you've understood the process. Thanks for watching.